In this video, we're going to talk about how to use the 5D method to solve word problems. So let's start by reading out our problem. So Laura owns two vehicles, a blue van and a red truck, and she has owned the truck for 17 years longer than she has owned the van. If the sum of the ages of the vehicles is 41 years, how old is the van and how old is the truck? So remember, 5D is a way that helps us organize what's going on. It's like an organized guess and check. So to start with describe or draw, we're going to write down what's important in the word problems so that we can use it when we're making our guesses later on. So the first thing I wrote was she has owned the truck for 17 years longer, because I thought that was important. The next thing I chose from the problem was the age of the vehicles adds up to 41. And then the last one I wrote was how old is each vehicle? So that's the question we're trying to answer. All right, so for define, we need to first think about what are we trying to solve for in this problem? What are we going to be guessing? So again, it asks how old is each vehicle? And so there's two different vehicles. So there's a van and a truck. So in my define, I'm going to cut this in half and I'll label van and then truck on this side. And it says that the age of the vehicles is 41 years. And so over here, we're going to decide, does the age of the two add up to 41 years? So here I want to add the van and the truck. Okay, so it says she is on the truck for 17 years longer than the van. So let's start by guessing an amount for the van. So maybe I'll guess, let's start with 20. So I'm going to guess that the van is 20 years old. And so again, we know that the truck is 17 years longer. And so I'm going to put a little plus 17 up here so I don't forget that whatever I guess for the van, I'm just going to add 20 for the age of the truck. Okay, so the van is 20. The truck is 17 years older. So 20 plus 17 is 37. So our guess is that the van is 20, the truck is 37. All right, let's add those up. And that's 57. Okay, so that's too high, but now we know that for next time we should guess a number lower than 20 because 20 was too high. Okay, maybe I'll try 15 this time. Let me do in a different color. Okay, so let's guess 15. All right, so again, I take the 15 and I add 17 because the truck was 17 years older, like we set up here. Okay, 15 plus 17 is 32. 15 plus 32 is 47, and that's still too high. I'm going to try 12 this time. Okay, so let me guess 12. So again, I take the 12 and I add 17 years, so that's 29. Okay, so the van is 12, the truck is 29. So I add that up, I get 41, and yay, that's what we wanted. So I put my check mark. And then the last thing is for declare, we need to write down what the final answer was. So I need to write in a sentence. So let's see. So it's asking how old is each vehicle. So I'm going to write the van is 12 years old. And the truck is 29 years old. Cool, so we got our answer. And the last thing is, remember, you don't always put two columns in the define section. It just depends on how many things are they asking you to find. So if there had been three vehicles, there'd be three columns in the define section. So just make sure you read the problem carefully on that.